Well, that is the first tee shot of the day with another set of irons from a company which I had never tested until literally 24 hours ago. And I've got to say, what I've seen so far, I'm super impressed. Will this be another one that I add to the list? Well, that company is in fact XXIO, and over the last few days I've been trying quite a number of their products, and this is another iron that we're going to put through the test at Quinta Da Marinha. I am out here courtesy of Glencor Golf. There's plenty of time to see this course over the next few days, but for now we're going to put these irons to the test, and if they live up to the other products I've tested so far, it could be an interesting ride. Well, that's a 9-iron out of interest, and that's really good. Well, it's a decent shot to start with, but really good control, because it was effectively half a 9-iron, and what I mean by that is it's well, wasn't a full shot, and the ability to play a game improvement iron with quite a bit of mass, to be fair, but then still have a little bit of a control element is key for me in what's the big change has been in game improvement irons, full stop, to be honest with you. But XXIO have done it particularly well, where, like I said, game improvement iron, but lots of playability still, and even with a little half shot and this super lightweight shaft that you would think there might be a few issues in terms of torque, there isn't. And it's been super impressive again with a short iron in hand. Now, the thing I'm really liking about the XXIO product lines in general that I've reviewed so far on the channel, I'm not too sure which way in these have come out in terms of the video releases, is that each of them has a concept built into it that is very different than other things that I've tried. So it's maybe that's a new marketed story, I do not know, but it's nice to see a concept, like I said, that so far has bore out in terms of performance as well. The interesting bit for me in these XXIO 12 irons is that it's a titanium face, which suggests that's going to be super hot off it. It's also a strongly lofted set of irons. The 7-iron, as the barometer as ever, is 28 degrees. So yeah, super strong titanium face, perhaps super fast. This is all about performance, a set of irons that is intended to assist a certain type of golfer, and that also lends itself to the profile of these irons. Right, the shot you're about to see me hit is with a 9-iron, and what you'll see is that the kind of launch again defies that strength of loft. This thing has gone super high, very much as it's intended, and I say intended because this is without doubt for me a game improvement iron. Will put it into that category, and that's based on the sort of looks visually. We've got that thick top line, we've got a fairly super wide sole and a very deep cavity. With that titanium face that I've already mentioned, I would suggest that it's very fast off the face. A couple of shots you'll see me hit here are going a fair old way. The question is, can a sort of middle of the road player in terms of handicap, let's say, get the benefit out of this type of iron, or is it just specifically aimed at that player that really does need some help and the level of assistance that this type of club is intended to give? Today's video comes to you in association with long-term channel travel partner Glencor Golf Holidays, and we're at Quinta Da Marinha in Cascais, Portugal. The hotel and golf course have been a superb place to play and stay in the Portuguese sunshine, and the proximity to Lisbon Airport and nearby Cascais make it the perfect European golf destination. So if you like what you see in today's video, then make sure you click on the link in the video description below, or head on over to glencorgolf.com for more booking information. That's not going to be far off, you know. Could even go in if it rolls out. The thing I wanted to try, and I'll play a few different shots in and around the greens from sort of shorter distances, just how much sort of control can we get over the shorter irons. And that shorter iron, unfortunately, is only a 9-iron that I've got in terms of the test, but that for me is an indicator again of sort of playability, and are we really giving up a lot of that in terms of this kind of size and profile again. Yeah, so on that sort of feel element with the shorter iron and the bulkier shorter iron, you'll see 3 shots played from exactly the same position at the front of the green, and you could argue poor execution, but what I would normally hope I could do is learn by what happened with the first shot and make an adjustment, but even by shot 3 I was still struggling. So there's a little bit of finesse that you would obviously forfeit, in my opinion, with this type of club, or like I said, you can just blame the user. I'll leave you to make your own mind up. We've got a similar situation now, 9 iron, 3/4 swing, sort of downhill. Can I control this one in? That's what I would really like to see. Well, first of all, really like the pickup. Sit down ball. That's actually a little bit short, but again, that was judgment and execution by me rather than the performance of the club. The interesting bit for me so far, which I've not even spoke about yet, is the way these clubs feel. It is, like I said, a fairly large cavity back, but still got some nice feel out of it as well, which probably came as a bit of a surprise. Now, at this stage of the video, I'd like some feedback from you, and that's about XXIO as a brand. I've had to practice saying that and even had to look up how you pronounce it. And what I want to know is this: first time I've tried this product line, full stop. And what I want to know is, have you tried it? How accessible is this lineup? Because as good as these reviews are and as impressed as I might be, and I've got to say the other 2 products we've looked at so far, I would say super impressed. The problem is, how accessible is it? So let me know in your region, in your country where you come from, how accessible is XXIO, and if you've tried it, let me know what you think of it. Now, we can't go any further in this review without talking about the shaft, because the whole principle of what XXIO do, in my opinion, is not about just what the head does in terms of performance, but very much what the shaft does. Everything I've seen in the main has come with a lightweight graphite shaft, and this is no different. It is in fact 47 gram, it's reg flex, and again, it's got this counterbalance weighting system. Very briefly, what that is a weight placed in the butt end of the club. What it's supposed to do is aid in the transition from the top of the backswing into the impact position and help us square that club face up at address. Now, I say it in the first video with a fair deal of skepticism. I'm now 3 videos in other words, 3rd product I've reviewed from the range, and I've got to say that I am buying into it. I don't know whether I'm buying into it from a concept that has tricked my mind into slowing down, easing my tempo and using that counterbalance idea, but I've certainly found there's almost a pause at the top of the swing, or that's what it feels like. I've swung a lot slower. I've found the shafts to be incredibly stable, even though very light in their weight. And either way, it's a concept that you've got to try and give a go, because ultimately it is very, very different. And the whole point in paying the premium that you're going to do if you go for these irons is all about that shaft head combination. Just carry a little bit more ball. I think we've got it just left of the flag. Well, it's just about the right distance, maybe got that a little bit heavy, but then again, maybe that wide sole helped me out a bit. So this counterbalance shaft idea, is it purely just something in the head, or has it improved my tempo? And I think maybe a mix of the 2, but either way, every shot that I've played so far, in the 3 videos that I've filmed, I've watched back and sort of suggest that it helps with tempo. So does it matter whether the actual butt weight works, or is it more of a case of if it works in the head, it doesn't really matter? That was interesting, really. I mean, well, I want to talk about the ball speed, I suppose, and how hot this face is. That titanium face is without doubt firing the ball out there with not a great deal of effort, and I think that's exactly what these irons are supposed to be doing. That lightweight shaft, strong lofted faces, titanium face is all about helping the golfer get his ball around the golf course. That, with the assistance of that wide sole, which means CG can go back and we can start getting the ball airborne as well, means that it's a very, very playable iron for the masses who are looking for that kind of help. There's no doubt about that. I'm not sure whether that will hold on. Well, it's not appearing. Oh, there it is. Hold. These greens are so quick today at Quinta Da Marinha, and we'll finish it there with a thank you to them first of all for hosting us along with Glencor Golf. It's been a great few days so far, and plenty more to come from this resort in the next few days, showing you around the place. What do I think of these XXIO 12 irons? Well, they're for me very much aimed at a certain type of golfer. That golfer isn't me, and I don't want that extra bulk and mass. I'm not sure I really want the titanium face, but overall it's that profile thing that is just too big for me. But I don't do these reviews based on my opinion in terms of what I like. I look at it in terms of the masses, and do I think they will help a certain type of golfer? And they're absolutely yes. They're super quick off the face. They're going to help you in terms of ball speed. If you're losing a little bit of ball speed and club head speed, then this could be the exact thing that you are after. And I certainly wouldn't dismiss that idea about this counterbalance shaft either, and that lightweight shaft again. So it all gears itself towards a certain type of golfer who's maybe wanting a little bit of help, and that help is in abundance in these irons. So if that's the kind of thing you're after, if that's where you're at with your game, then without doubt you need to give these XXIO irons a try. Right, that's me done. Another video filmed here at Quinta Da Marinha, which is absolutely stunning. The weather's lovely over in Portugal. Thank you to Glencor Golf for getting us this little trip organised and out here, and I will be sharing a lot more from here in the coming days. Right, for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow night.